I have a 4-foot crawl space that goes almost under the entire house, somewhere in the neighborhood of 2,100 square feet or more. It was lined when I bought the house in 2006. It had worn out and animals had gotten in various places. So I was finding not only fecal matter, but also dead animals. In some places, there was dampness, and a lot of the insulation in on the pipes, etc., had fallen down. And the plastic that had been there, it wasn't really a good professional job, had ripped, and we needed access to it often because the plumbing pipes were down there, the heating pipes, they needed to be tended to, and it was just a terrible problem down there. American Dry Basement came in and they did a thorough evaluation of what was going on in the basement. And Peter, the head of American Dry Basement, told me about this SuperSlurry that actually bonded with the walls to form an impenetrable barrier so that the moisture could not come in through the walls. Between that and the ground heavy-duty plastic and insulation, their product was just a much better product than any of the other competitors had showed me. Not only that, their care when they came to install it was astounding. Peter walked around my house and pointed out where downspout could be causing dampness along the foundation on the outside. I hadn't even asked him to look at that. This was just part of the package. And they replaced and elongated 4 downspouts that would keep my house drier and safer for the future. The other thing that I found was that American Dry Basement said, we will tend this as long as you are in your house. And we'll even, if you sell your house anytime soon, we'll take care of it for the buyers. That's a huge selling point for me. Because, you know, anybody who comes in is going to wonder about that crawl space and want to know. Now, if they went down there, they'd say, wow, this is a Cadillac job. They repaired a lot of the insulation around the pipes just gratis that had fallen over the years, and so that all of my piping was better for it. My heating and air conditioning people were so happy when they went down there to change filters. They said it was like night and day. And I did notice that both my heat and my air conditioning were working much better after American Dry Basement got done with their work. I couldn't have been happier. They cleaned up after themselves. They were polite. They were timely. When they said they were going to arrive, they arrived. They were conscious of what was going on in my house and couldn't have been more polite. The whole job, start to finish, was as professional as I could have hoped. I would absolutely use them again on my next house if I needed encapsulation or needed a basement that needed tending.